I don't know if you thought talking in that tone was gonna make me give it to you, but that was funny. Efficient, multitasking, amazing, terrific, intelligent. Hey guys. Hey guys, it's BriTV. Today we're doing a story time video. It's about the time my manager tried to fight me in Wendy's and then called the police, and yeah. She was very dramatic, I will say. But we're also doing a get ready with me, and I have a lot to do. Hair, makeup, I just took a shower, I have to do my toes. So we're gonna start on the hair. I always start on hair. It looks very crazy. I have not put a brush to this head since I've been off from work. It's been 3 days. So anyway, let's get started. This is around the time I'm 18 now. I don't have no clue. I was 16. I had to be 16. I remember because I applied to work there, but I was too young. So that wasn't my first job. But once I turned 16, I straight applied to that Wendy's. So I'm working there. Everything's fine. I was actually one of her favorites. Like, she would call me in on weekends so I can come to work early in the morning, get my extra coin, because she knows I would do that for her. Like, she knew that. Actually, I'm gonna get into the story, but I want to fix something because I can't be looking like this telling a story. I can't be looking like this. Okay, pull this lace up. We're gonna pull the whole thing up, actually. Okay, I know I'm doing a million things at once. Just pulled the lace off, but I told y'all I have to paint my toes. I got this gel polish, so we're gonna be painting my toes, putting on makeup, doing my wig all at the same time, and telling the story, because that's how I like to do stuff. Efficient, multitasking, amazing, terrific, intelligent. Me and this manager were real cool. We're gonna call her Lola. Me and Lola was real cool. Like, she knew she can count on me. If someone wasn't coming in for their shift, I would come. If she needed me to stay late because someone else left early, I did that. Like, I was a very good employee. And mind you, this is my second job ever, so of course I'm gonna be a good employee. Whatever, that's just background. When it really got critical is when my best friend at the time, he was a guy, my male best friend at the time, I put him on to work at Wendy's with me. And it was cool for a few, because Lola, she wasn't there. Like, she was the general manager, but she would leave whenever she wanted, but still be on the clock. Like, she didn't clock out. She just left and would come back. But so, like, most of the time she wasn't in the building. She didn't know that the name for my guy best friend, I'm gonna call him Larry. That's just what came into my head. But anyway, nah, not Larry. I can't do Larry and Lola. What is Apple? So Lola didn't know that me and Apple were as close as we were, because me and Apple went to the same school together. Like, when I say he was my best friend, he was my best friend in school, outside of school, at work, outside of work. You feel me? Like, he really generally was my best friend. But you know, we're 16, at 16, at 18, at 20, at 23. Actually, people don't think that men and women can be friends, which honestly, I'm kind of siding with that. Like, there was always rumors that we liked each other, me and Apple. But at this time, I generally did not like him like that. Like, he was really just my best friend. I was telling him all my whole stories, everything. Like, he was the homie. Like, that was gang. It was one time Lola was there for once. For once, she was actually clocked in and actually present at the job. I just got off, so I went around the counter and I was going to order some food. Apple was the one who was taking my order. He wasn't off yet, so he was taking my order, and he's my best friend. So, you know, we cracking jokes, like, at the register. He laughing, smiling, because that's just what we did. We were best friends. So she come over and she like, oh, I'm gonna take it because you're distracted. Talking to Apple, like, saying I'm distracted him. So she was finishing taking my order or whatever. And after she was finished, she whispers to me, she's like, I think he likes you. I was like, don't say that. I was like, nah, we're just best friends. Like, we're just best friends. Don't push it. Don't push it. So after that moment though, Lola hated me. Like I told y'all, first I was her ride or die employee. Like whenever she needed something, she knew I was there. But now that she said to herself that Apple had a crush on me, now she doesn't like me all of a sudden. I don't know what was so hot about Apple that made her that mad to like really dislike a 16-year-old over a 16-year-old, but for some reason now she does not mess with me. And that was none of my business. I was there to make my money, and she was barely there. You feel me? I barely saw her, so I was not tripping about it. I'm gonna put on some primer while that first layer of glue dries. I'm using the e.l.f. matte putty primer. Time passed and everybody in the Wendy's noticed it. Sorry, there's a mirror behind the camera, so if you see me looking up, looking in the mirror. Anyways, everybody notices that Lola has a really stank attitude all of a sudden. Like, well, she was always like bossy, but she was rude now. Like, she got smart. That kind of made me fall back from her. I'm saying fall back as if she was like my homegirl, but I stopped doing the most for her, stopped talking to her. I just went to work. That's all I did, because like for some reason she was teeing off at the mouth at me a lot. So, and I got a bad attitude. So I'm not gonna take that for that long. You feel me? I'm really not. I physically cannot. The base coat is done. We're gonna paint our toes white. Y'all already knew I was gonna paint them white. But my outfit's white, so I felt like white toes would really complement it. We're gonna put another layer of glue on. The first one is completely clear. I don't remember exactly what I was saying, but basically y'all get the point. She liked me before. She found out homeboy has a crush on me. She doesn't like me anymore. So, time passed and Apple ends up getting suspended from the job because he was working drive-through and one of the customers had a bad attitude. Like, I don't know what their problem was, but they had a bad, like, either they got their food wrong, they were missing something, I don't know, but they were mad, basically. I wasn't working in the drive-thru. I was making the sandwiches. I'm in the kitchen, so I wasn't, like, near them. I don't know exactly what happened, but this is from my understanding. I'm not trying to lie on nobody. The customer, she was mad, and they told her to pull up because we have a time. If you don't know, drive-thrus have a time. Like, you can't be sitting there lollygagging, like, you need to get your food and go. So we were like, okay, well, can you pull up for us? And she said no. She said no, which I understand, because at that specific Wendy's, it's been times we've pulled cars up and forgot that they were even there. So like 15-20 minutes later, they come in the building mad as hell, talking about, oh, where's my da 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 da, I've been sitting here for 30 minutes. And then I'm like, oh, I forgot. I did pull you up about 30 minutes ago. You're right. Apple, I think he just like closed the window on her and walked away. And she basically called corporate and was saying that he slammed the window in her face and walked away. And he kind of did. So, but whatever. So he got suspended for doing that. So he's suspended. It's like 1 or 2 weeks where I'm not working with him. His like suspension meeting was coming up. So where he has to come in, talk to the manager about what happened, basically plead his case, say he's not gonna let that happen again. We're about to do these eyebrows. I think I'm gonna do like a full face today because I do want to take pictures, because like I said, I've been feeling down. I was not feeling good today. I said that. I feel like I say that in a couple videos, which I don't want y'all always thinking, oh, she's sad, like she depressed, she always sad. But it's like when I get sad, I want to film. So that's what I do. And I want to talk to y'all, be vulnerable with y'all. So that's what I do. Like, I just tell y'all what's going on with me. Okay, so I feel like taking some pics will make me feel better. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. The link is always in the subscription, any video. This is my favorite part, the concealer. I make them thick. I make them messy, just so when I put the concealer on, I look like a whole brand new person. Love that. How do they look? How do they look? Now I'm definitely gonna get back in the story. I'm doing my under eye concealer. I love bright under eyes. I only put concealer on my eyelids when I'm putting eyeshadow on. So it's the day of his suspension meeting to see when he can start working again. So that day, I started working at like 9 a.m. He scheduled me that time, and I actually remember I had a dentist appointment, so I was late, like really late, like an hour. I texted her or whatever, and she didn't text me back. But I texted her that morning, told her I was going to be late. So I've been there since 9, but Apple doesn't come until maybe, it's about like maybe 6, because it was like around the time I was getting off. Lola has him waiting in the dining room for her. Like, for once, she's pretending that she's busy and working. But let's rewind to that day, like before Apple even came. Let's rewind to what was happening that day. I come in late. I told y'all already, I come in late, but I texted her. She never responded to my texts. But I'm talking in general. The whole time I've been working there, she never responded to my text. But I knew that was her number because I got it from Apple. She gave her number to Apple. So I got it from him. So I knew it was her number. She just was not texting me back. She wasn't responding. When I got there, she's already mad. Like, she already has an attitude. But I'm thinking, okay, I was late. I get it. You feel me? Even though I did tell you. I told you the day of. So that's not really good. But I did tell you, though. I did tell her that I had this appointment. So, and I know she seen my text because she didn't ask me why I was late, because she knew. She seen my text. She just didn't respond. She puts me in back window. If you work in Wendy's, back window is when you drive, like when you're in drive-through and they say go to the next window to pay. That's the first window where you pay. That's the back window. So if you work at Wendy's, you know, when like the party is in the front. The party's in drive-through, dining room, kitchen. Nobody is coming to see you when you're in back window. Like, nobody's coming to see you. You're going to be alone all day. No one to talk to. Yeah. So she knew that. But she put me in back window. And I'm like, well, you can't always be where the people are at. You know, like one day you're going to be in back window. So I wasn't tripping and I was late. So I was like, low key, I thought this was like my punishment for being late. Because I never worked back window, ever. I was a favorite. I didn't work back window, but I was working it today. So the first incident that I can remember, I don't know the exact order of these incidents. I just know they all happened that day. I don't know what one happened first. But a man walks up to the drive-through window, my window. He walks up, like no car, no motorcycle, nothing. He walks up and he tells me he wants to order. He doesn't have a car. And usually we let that slide. We let them order. We let them get their food. Like, what? Even though he could have came inside if he didn't have a car, we would have avoided all this. But it doesn't matter. It's the fact that we've done that before. Like, we've let people order from the back window as if they're, like, in the drive-thru. We've done that. I'm ringing him up or whatever, and I have a headset on. So, in the headset, I hear Lola in the front at the drive-thru talking about, she's messing up orders back there. Like, just saying I'm messing up orders. I don't know what I'm doing. All this. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. That's beyond me. You can never say I don't know what I'm doing. Like, no, that's beyond me. But she's saying, I don't know what I'm doing, da 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 da. So I push the headset and I'm like, there's a man back here ordering. I'm bringing his order in. And I continue to bring the order in. So I hear her. She's like, let me go back there. She comes back to the back window. She sees me bring the man's order in. And she's like, you can't order here. You need a car. You need a car. You need a car. I'm looking at her like, what? Out of all days, you're deciding today that we're not going to do that? Because we used to do that all the time. If someone walked up to the window with no car, we still served them. Like, we didn't just turn them away hungry because they don't have a car. Like, we still served them. But today, since she's got a bad attitude, she don't want to serve him. So that was the first thing that happened, where she got into my ass. She's mad. at me for something. Then I'm ringing out people. People are giving their money to me to pay for their food. And every time someone comes like to the drive-thru menu, there's like a buzzer or like a ding or something, like a sound that lets you know somebody is waiting to order. So we all hear that. Everyone with the headset can hear that sound. And I realize nobody is taking their order. But I'm in the back window. I'm supposed to be taking money, not orders. I take money. The person in the front window takes orders. I take money. So I'm taking my money, you feel me? The line is building up because the car at the second window where they give you your food, it's not moving. Like, the car hasn't moved yet, which I'm assuming that's why they haven't started taking another order. I can't take, it's only as much money I can take if the car in the front don't move. They don't move, so I'm not taking no more money. I'm doing the dishes. When you're back there, you got to do the dishes too. I'm doing the dishes. And in the headset, she's like, why aren't you taking those orders? I was like, you didn't tell me to. And she's basically trying to tell me, like, it's common sense. We do that all the time. If you see someone's busy, then you take their slack, take the order, be there for your, like, this is a team, like that type of stuff. And I was just like, Missy, don't try to be in my face talking about we always do that. Because technically that is outside of my job description for back window. Is to take orders. That's very much outside my job description. So I'm not just gonna assume to take orders when I'm not supposed to. You feel me? Especially you just got mad at me for taking this man's order. So no, I'm not about to take no more orders. But that made her more mad. So she keeps saying I don't know what I'm doing and all this. Like, every time she keeps kirking on me, I'm texting my mom. I'm like, because my mom knows me. She knows me. She knows I try to be respectful, but I can only take so much. I can literally only take so much before I can't control my mouth anymore. You're about to hear what I have to say. Because I like the job. The job was good pay. Especially for $800. Very much good pay. So I'm texting my mom. I'm like, bruh, like, she's tweaking out. And my mom knows how to calm me down. She knows how to calm me down. So I'm texting her because I'm about to go crazy. Because I'm like, no matter what I do, this manager keeps getting mad at me. I don't know what I'm doing to her. But since I walked in, she's been mad at me. It's very personal to me. So text my mom. And we're not supposed to be on our phone. And Lola, the manager, she caught me, like, text my mom. So she was like, get off that phone. Like, now it's another reason why she's mad at me. It's because I keep getting on my phone. She caught me on my phone once. I'm pretty sure she called me twice. She told me, like, if she catches me again, I can go home. And I was about to get off anyway. So I did not care. I got back on my phone. I did. Because I'm texting my mom. I'm like, girl, she keeps talking to me crazy. So, like, if I go home today and I don't have no job, you know why. It's like, if I have to talk to my mom, if I tell my mom on you, I'm about to go crazy. Anyways, basically, the point is she keeps getting on my butt. Like, she will not get off my back about quite a few stuff. And if it's not one thing, it's another. I finally get off. I'm done working. And now it's time for me to get me some food. So I got a 4 for $4. I asked her too. Because usually we don't ask. We just go. We make our food and we go. Just to be honest. But I already know she's tweaking out today. Let me not push it no more. So I asked her. I went to the office. I asked her. I said, hey, can I ring me up some food? A 4 for $4 to be exact. And she was like, yeah. So I do that. And I'm putting it together. Like, the guy, he makes my sandwich. I'm putting it together. I got the fries, got the nuggets, everything. As I'm doing that, she comes out on the floor and pretends to be doing some work. But the person who, like, puts the food and the fries and the nuggets in the bag and then hands it to the person who hands the food out the window, if that makes sense. So she's that person. So she's in the middle of everything, like the kitchen and the drive-through area. She's in the middle, and the sauces are right in the middle. So I'm standing behind her, just waiting for her to, you know, do what she needs to do, because I don't want to be in her way. I'm not on the clock, so like it's literally fine if I chill right here for 2 extra minutes. So I'm not in your way, because you're working and you've been tweaking out. I don't want to be in your way. I don't want to be in your way. Like, she turns around, she's like, "Can I help you?" I was like, "Oh." I said, "I was just trying to stay out your way, but I was gonna get a sauce." So when I leaned over to get the sauce, she grabs my bag and she's like, "Go sit down, we'll make it." I was like, "Well, no, it's all right here. I'm just gonna get a sauce." Because what are you getting smart for? What are you trying to snatch my bag talking about, "We'll make it"? It's already made, sis. It's already made. Sandwiches in there, fries, nuggets. All I needed was my sauce, literally. She keeps trying to snatch the bag. And at this point, I'm at my wit's end, because you're not about to snatch no bag from me. Especially because all I needed was a sauce. Like, literally, you're pressing it. Like, I was 2 seconds away from leaving. I just had to get a sauce. So she's keep trying to snatch the bag away. And I'm holding it. I'm like, no, no. So now she's causing a scene. She all like, "Give me the bag." I'm like, no. No. I don't know if you thought talking in that tone was going to make me give it to you, but that was funny. I'm just doing like a nice warm brown all over the lid to add some color. The Royal Affairs BH Cosmetic palette, the color Emperor. I really love this color because it blends with like gold. So pretty. Like, this brown is perfect if you're doing like a bronzy warm look. Love that. She keeps trying to snatch this bag. I'm not letting up, because you're crazy. You've been talking to me crazy all day and you thought I was just gonna let you snatch my bag away? No. So she looks in the bag and she's like, "This is my fault," I will say, because I got the 4 for, well, I asked her for the 4 for 4. The 4 for 4 has 4 nuggets. I had 6. 2 extra nuggets though. I work here, girl. I work here. Like, I don't deserve 2 extra nuggets. Like, 2 extra nuggets. Come on. If at the end of the day they had 2 extra nuggets left, they would just throw them in the trash. You know darn well we just be taking food. You know we just be taking it. Mad food too. I'm bringing food home for my sister, for my mom, and we will just be taking it, not bringing it up, not asking. So the fact that I asked you and you're still acting like I'm being so disrespectful by taking 2 extra nuggets, that's really crazy to me. Now that she's seen that I got 2 extra nuggets, she's using that as a reason to keep popping off at the mouth, basically. So we're at it. I can't remember exactly what's being said, but we're going at it. And I was just like, "Okay, girl, okay, fine. I'm just gonna get 4 nuggets. I promise. I'm just gonna get 4 nuggets." So she's like, no, get off my floor, get off my floor. So she's trying to say, like, get from behind the counter. Like, I'm done working, get from behind the employee counter and go to the guest side. She wants me off her floor. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get my nuggets and I'm gonna go. And she starts blocking the fry place where the nuggets and fries are. She's like, no, I'll get it for you. And so I just continue to keep reaching for it, and she keeps like pushing me back like this. So I stopped for a moment, because I'm like, what am I about to do? Because, okay, I can catch a charge, but I don't want like an assault. Well, I guess that is assault. I'll get a charge for like slapping you. Like, you can press charges for that. I don't want a charge for bringing your head up against this fry station and putting you into the fryer. I literally stop and I look around, because like, she's causing a scene. All the employees have stopped working at this point. I look around and it was one employee. His name, I don't want to say his name. I'm going to call him Dez. Dez. He looks at me. He shakes his head, because he already knew, bro. He already knew I was at that point. He just shakes his head. And he slides me over a 4-piece, because while she was tweaking out, when like she wouldn't let go of my bag, he made my 4-piece for me. So, as she's standing from the fry machine, I just look around. He slides me the 4-piece. He shakes his head, basically saying it's not worth it. Like, you got your food, go. And that's what I did. I got my food. I go to the back window, because that's where I was all day. I go there to get my purse, and I get off her floor as she wanted me to. Like, girl, I couldn't wait to get off your floor. I was about to. You wanted to cause a scene. You the reason I'm still on the floor. Anyways, let's put some lashes on. Okay, lashes are on. I love a big fluffy lash. Honestly, I'm excited to see my boyfriend for the millionth time this video. I've been feeling sad. So, you know, you want to see your man, the person who makes you happy, safe place. Okay, so for the hair, what do I need? I'm gonna re-iron it, so I'm gonna use my BioSilk. I think that's really all I need in here. Turn that up to 450. This one's so cute. This was like 11 bucks on Amazon if y'all needed one. All we're gonna do is get these hairs off the lace that are like glued down, and then actually do these edges. I'm excited to go out to eat. We're gonna go to Chili's. I know that's not like a cute fancy date area, but that was like one of the childhood restaurants I used to go to all the time, and I haven't went since, so that's why I'm excited. I tried the hack where you curl your edges. That's why I have that little ass flat iron anyway, but it doesn't make a difference for me. Like, I feel like they look the same whether I curled it first or not. Like, they look the same. Okay. The hot comb isn't fully heated up, but I'm still gonna use it right quick because I'm gonna put my scarf back on. But before I do that, I like to make sure all the flyaways are off the lace, because when I put my scarf back on, I don't want flyaways to be like stuck in the edges or stuck on the lace. Like, I don't like that look. So now it's time to do this head. Okay, so I went back to the back window where I was all day to get my bag, because now I'm ready to go. Got my food, got my bag, got my money, got my... Anyways, I'm walking out, and as I'm walking away, she's talking mess behind me like a scary bitch. Like she's 16. Like, I thought I was the one who's 16. You like 69. Like, why are you talking mess when I'm walking away? It's a little bit embarrassing for you. It's a little bit embarrassing because you're grown. That's all. My best friend, Apple, he was there for his suspension meeting. So when I leave the like employee area and I go to the guest side, the dining room, he's already sitting there. So of course I'm sitting with my best friend. We talking. He like, bro, what just happened? Because like obviously he heard the yelling and stuff. So I'm like, what just happened? I mean, he like, what just happened? So I tell him everything, and we're talking, we're laughing about it. That's my best friend. Like, you feel me? He turned out to be fake. At the time, I'm thinking like he always gonna have my back. You feel me? Like, we're laughing at you. Like, you look like a joke. This is the person you don't like me for, and we're laughing at you. Like, that's embarrassing. As we're laughing, hee hee ha ha over there, she comes from around the area and into the dining room, and she's like, why are you still here? I'm like, you told me get off your floor. I'm off your floor. I'm sitting down. She's like, I said get out my store. Like, no you didn't. No you didn't. You said get off my floor. Like, do you think I'm dumb or something? Like, how would I get that mixed up? So she's like, I said get out my store. I said get out my store. And at this point, I'm 16, yeah, but I don't drive yet. So I'm like, well, girl, I'm not just finna walk into the night, like, and get snatched. Like, my mom's not here yet. So you're just gonna have to wait till she comes, and then I'll leave. And she's like, I said get out my store. You're trespassing. I could call the police. Girl, I've never been scared of no police, especially because I'm literally not doing nothing wrong. But like, I knew I'm not doing anything wrong, so I was like, call them, please. She called them. So I'm sitting there chilling. Me and Apple, my best friend, we still joking, we still laughing. That's just what we did. Like, all this is mad funny to us. So we're laughing, we're joking. My mom ends up coming. I tell her what happened, and remember, I told y'all, I've been texting my mom all day. So every time Lola started tweaking out on me over something small, told my mom. Every time it happened, I was telling my mom. So My mom already knows that today she was picking with me, basically. The police come and they want to hear what happened. I let her say it first because she's the manager. This is her establishment. You got it. You the one who called them too. So you got it. Tell them your story and I'll tell them mine. So she talks. Then when it's my turn to talk, she keeps trying to cut in and being like, that's not what happened. I didn't say it like that. Da 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 da. The policeman had to tell her to like calm down. Like, let her talk. She let you talk. You need to let her talk. You're grown. Why does the policeman have to tell you that? So she let me talk. After that, I tell my side. The policeman gonna say he thinks it's the problem is bad management. I was like, ooh, it's you. You the problem. So yeah, after that, my mom just took me home. And the next day, I was gonna go to work, but I didn't even want to deal with that anymore. And I just wasn't gonna go. But instead, I was professional. I called her up. I was like, okay, well, I didn't put in no 2 weeks. But like, at least I told her I won't be back. Like, you feel me? I didn't just not show up. So I call her, Lola. I'm like, hey, yeah, don't think the job is a fit for me anymore. And she's like, yeah, some people just can't fit for jobs. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Boop, boop, boop. Straight hung up on her because, girl, no. I am fit for the job. I was one of the best. Truly, I was one of the best at the job. You just don't like me. Like, you just didn't like me all of a sudden. Even though we were so cool. Like, it's like she forgot all the time she needed someone to stay after. I was staying after. Just know, especially if you're working minimum wage, do not work above, like, don't stress yourself out for that job. Because I promise the manager is not going to stress themselves out for you. That was the story of how my manager tried to fight me. This is not the end of the video. We still got to get ready. I want to show y'all my outfit, show y'all the finished product, but that is the end of the story. So I would understand if you clicked off. But comment down this emoji if you stayed till the end of the story, because I really want to know. I would really appreciate it if you did. So please comment down that emoji. So don't mind my bed, but this is the outfit. This is a scent I'm wearing. This is Honeysuckle and Peach Spritz from Bath & Body Works. This is a new spring scent this year. Well, honestly, I don't know if it's this year or if it's just a spring scent, and so they're bringing it back out. But this is the outfit. We're doing gold jewelry. Oh, that's some drawers. White shirt, jeans, a basic cute outfit. Y'all will see in the pictures if I take any. But yeah, let's put this on. Okay, so it's the hair for me, the body for me, the purse for me, the jeans for me, the toes for me. So yeah, you see we're doing like a gold vibe. Like cute little gold vibe or whatever. I actually have never worn these sandals before, and I got them maybe 1 to 2 years ago. So we can wear them today. It matches with the gold and white look. It matches the purse. So yeah, that's what we're wearing. I hate that this bodysuit has this line right here, because like, who's gonna pull their jeans all the way up there? No one. So Shein, get rid of that. This is the look. If you liked the video, thank you for watching. If you like me, subscribe. I love you. I do. And thank you for watching. Bye.